Okay, let's be real. We've all been there. You've got that one super important email. Maybe it's a client update, an awesome newsletter, or just a simple receipt, and you need to share it. But what should be a simple task, right? It just turns into this frustrating mess. So what if there was a one-click solution to fix all of that?
You know exactly what I'm talking about. You hit forward, you add a little comment, and you sent it off. Simple enough. But then someone replies, and someone else gets added. And before you know it, you are drowning in a sea of FWD, FWD, RE, FWD in your subject line. The original message is totally buried, attachments are gone, and nobody has a clue what they're even supposed to be looking at anymore.
So you get smart. You think, aha, I'll just take a screenshot. But if it's a long email, you're now trying to awkwardly stitch together what, 3, 4 different images? And of course, the text gets all blurry when you zoom in, and it's basically impossible to read on a phone. You've just turned a dynamic, clear message into a static, clunky mess. And here's the real deal breaker with screenshots. It kills all the functionality. You see that button that says, click here to learn more? Well, it's just a picture now. That hyperlink to a critical document, it's just some blue underlined text that does absolutely nothing. Every single interactive part of that email is completely, totally dead. So that brings us to our first section, the email sharing headache. We're talking about why sharing from your Gmail inbox so often feels like a frustrating, convoluted mess.
Which leads us to a click away from clarity. Let's introduce a new, way simpler way to share emails directly from Gmail. Imagine going from that cluttered inbox to a perfect shareable format in literally a single click.
And that solution is called EmailShot. The whole idea is just brilliant in its simplicity. Instead of forwarding or taking a screenshot, this tool just plugs right into your Gmail and generates a unique private web link for any email you want. It's clean, it's instant, and it's so simple. And the process itself? It's designed to be practically invisible. You just open an email, click one button, and boom, you've got a link. This isn't just about sharing, it's about actually connecting your inbox to the rest of your digital world, to your Notion docs, your Jira tickets, your team's WhatsApp chat, anywhere. All right, section 3, smarter than a screenshot. Because this is about more than just being convenient. It's about preserving the full experience of the email itself.
So let's really break it down. On one hand, you have the screenshot. It's a static image. It's awkward to capture, it's hard to read, and most importantly, it's a dead end. The links just don't work. But an EmailShot link, that's a living document. It captures everything perfectly, and crucially, it keeps every single hyperlink and button active and totally useful.
Next up, share with confidence. Okay, I know what you're thinking. If you're creating a link to a private email, how do you actually stay in control of that information? It's a fair question, and the answer is by giving you the rules. You get to call the shots. You can make a link automatically expire after a day or maybe a week. You can lock down really sensitive content with a password. You can even anonymize the sender's details if you just want to share the content without the context. You decide who sees what and for exactly how long. Okay, so let's talk about what real users are saying. Because, don't just take my word for it. How does this actually feel to use day to day? This first user really nails its value for teamwork. When you need to share an email with a whole group of people, the simplicity means, like they said, everyone can use it. It just gets rid of all that friction of trying to explain where to find the info in some long forwarded mess. I love this one. This user points out something really key. EmailShot acts as a bridge. It connects your always important inbox, which can be, kind of temporary, to the systems you use to actually manage your work and your projects. It turns a fleeting message into a permanent, easy-to-find reference point. And this last one, this is for anyone who's ever tried to get work done from their phone. When you're on the go, you just don't have time for a bunch of extra steps. This person loves the streamlined, easy process for sharing stuff quickly, which, let's be honest, is exactly where screenshots and forwarding fall flat on their face. So, when you put all this together, the sheer simplicity, the way it preserves interactivity, the privacy controls, it really starts to ask a bigger question. Are we looking at the beginning of the end for the messy forward chain and the awkward screenshot as our main ways to share? So the final question is really for you. Just think about it for a second. If you could share any email, doesn't matter how long or complex it is, as easily as clicking one single button, how would that actually change the way you work? How would it change your team's communication, or even just how you organize your own thoughts? It's a pretty powerful idea.